Hello guys, welcome to one new adventure of Geronimo Stilton Space Mice. Geronimo Stilton Space Mice Alien Escape Edition 1. My dear mouse friends, have I ever told you how much I love science fiction? I've always wanted to write incredible adventure set in another dimension, but I have never believed that parallel universes exist. Until now. That's because my good friend Professor Buzz Van Vold, the brilliant secretive scientist, has just made an incredible discovery. Thanks to some mousetrapic calculations, he determined that there are many different dimensions in time and space where anything could be possible. The professor's work inspired me to write this science fiction adventure in which my family and I travel to space in search of new worlds. We are a fabulous crew, the Space Mice. I hope you enjoy this intergalactic adventure. Geronimo Stilton. The Space Mice. Geronimo Stiltonics. Crab Stiltonics. Thea Stiltonics. Grandfather William Stiltonics. Robotics. Benjamin Stiltonics and Bugsy Wugsy. Geronimo Stilton. Space Mice, Alien Escape. In the darkness of the farthest galaxy, in time and space, is a spaceship inhabited exclusively by mice. This famous vessel is called the Master One, and I am its captain. I am Geronimo Sultanix, a somewhat accident-prone mice who, to tell you the truth, would rather be writing novels than steering a spaceship. But for now, my adventurous family and I are busy traveling around the universe on exciting intergalactic mission.
This is the latest adventure of the Space Mice.
Galactic Gorgonzola. It was a calm morning in space aboard the Master One, the most famous spaceship in the universe. We were traveling at super warp speeds in the far-off Cheddar Galaxy. I was still asleep in my cabin, snoring blissfully, when someone appeared behind me, sneakily took hold of my blanket, and shouted in a robotic voice, "Yellow alert! Yellow alert! Yellow alert!" My eyes flew open as if I had been stung by a swarm of space bees. It was Rex, my personal assistant robot. "Galactic Gorgonzola," I squeaked. "What is it? What's wrong? Have aliens invaded? Did a meteorite hit the spaceship?" Rex announced in his metallic voice. "It's 7 o'clock intergalactic time. It's time to get up. Time to get up. Time to get up." Rex, how many times have I told you not to wake me up with the yellow alert? I grumbled. "Couldn't you use a more relaxing alarm like the Symphony of the Galaxies?" "Negative, Captain," he replied. "The yellow alert is the only one that works with you. Now get up, get up, get up." A long mechanical arm extended from a compartment in Rex' back. The arm grabbed me by my tail and lifted me up like a fish on a hook. "Help!" I squeaked. "Put me down!" "I'll get ready at the speed of light, I promise." I should have kept my snout shut. A second later, he released me suddenly, and bam! I crashed to the ground, smacking my snout against the floor, crushing my whiskers. Ouch! Sometimes I really wish that the Mouse Tower one didn't have artificial gravity. In zero gravity, I would have just floated away instead of crashing to the floor. I rubbed my sore whiskers as Asistatrix continued to speak at me.
Captain Stiltonix, you are late, late, late. It's time to wash, time to wash, time to wash.
Martian Mozzarella, he can't treat me that way. I'm the captain of the ship. Oops, I haven't introduced myself yet. My name is Stiltonix, Geronimo Stiltonix. I'm the captain of the Master One, the most famous spaceship in the entire universe. Asistatrix grabbed me by the tail and pushed me into the washer mouse. The ship's space age shower. As soon as the doors closed, I was hit by a powerful jet of icy water. Asistatrix! I cried, my teeth chattering. This shower is freezing. But three rotating brush had already grabbed me, squeezed me, scrubbed me, polished me, and puffed me. Finally, I was hit with a blast of hot air to flop off my fur. You! I squeaked. Asistatrix, this air is boiling hot. Why, oh, why was I being subject to such terrible treatment? I never wanted to be a spaceship captain. My greatest dream in life is to become an author. I've always wanted to write a novel about the adventures of the space mice, but I've never seemed to have the time. I'm always too busy zipping around the galaxy as the captain of Mouse Tower 1. I stumbled out of the mouse and shook out my fur. Then Asistatrix opened the door to my closet for me.
Captain Stiltonix, today I recommend you wear your dress uniform.
Asistatrix said,
There's a control room visit scheduled with the former captain of the ship, the retired admiral, His Excellency, the Great William Stiltonix.
What? 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 I squeaked. Grandfather William is coming to the control room today. Why am I always last to know? Help! I always get space sick.
Get dressed, get dressed, get dressed.
Asistatrix continued, handing me my super fancy special dress uniform. I tried to put it on, but I had gained a little weight since the last time I wore it. Holy space cheese! I couldn't fasten my belt.
Don't worry, Captain.
Asistatrix assured me.
I have got it.
And with that, he grabbed me, spun me around, crushed me, passed me, smushed me, and tugged on me until finally, clack, my belt was fastened. I was finally dressed, but I couldn't relax yet. Captain Stilton's super fancy special dress uniform, wristwatch with phone, anti-space wind collar, wedge of golden cheese, the badge of the space mice, multifunctional belt, able to instantaneously translate all intergalactic languages, suction cups on sole in case of loss of gravity.
Hurry!
Assistant shouted at me,
Astro Taxi is waiting for you.
and he dragged me by the tail to the one of the waiting mini ships that transport the space mice around the Mars Star 1.
Take Captain Sultanix to the electrics elevator to the control room.
He ordered the driver,
And move it at stop speed.
"Help!" I squeaked. "I can't stand extra taxis. I always get space sick." But it was too late. The extra taxi zoomed off and I felt my stomach lurch. Mousy meteorites! I hoped I wouldn't toss my cheese. Finally, the extra taxi stopped. I climbed out and wobbled toward the lift rigs, which is a special elevator that goes to the control room. Suddenly, I felt someone or something pinch my tail. It was robotics. Robotics is a mischievous little robot. He's auto-programmed, auto-regulated, free-floating, and, to be honest, a little annoying. He is convinced he knows everything and that he's always right. He never admits his mistakes, and he always wants to have the last word in every argument.
What's the problem, Captain Sultanix?
Robotics asked with a giggle.
I'm lost. Maybe you're looking for electrics to get to the control room.
I know exactly where I'm going. Thank you. I began, but robotics cut me off.
It's okay, Captain Sultanix.
Robotics squeaked.
I've always known that you need a lot of help with directions. Follow me.
I didn't have time to reply before he grabbed me by the tail and dragged me toward a clear tube. Robotics malfunction robot origin built on board the Mars Star 1. Specialty intergalactic communication, identifying marks, green head, robotic arms and no legs. Flaws: he's a real chatterbox who always wants to have the last word.
Go ahead, get on those tricks.
He said, bossily as he shoved me inside.
Just press the red button for the control room.
I know, I replied in exasperation. I'm the captain of the ship, remember? Of course, I knew what the red button was for. Suddenly, a powerful blast of air lifted me and hurled me upward like a meteor heading straight for the moon. Galactic Gorgonzola! Would I ever get used to the lift tricks? I always seem to go space sick. From the Encyclopedia Galactica. Lift tricks. The lift trick is the fastest and most comfortable way to move around inside a spaceship. It's a glass tube that sucks up the passenger in a strong blast of air, carrying the space to the requested level of the ship.